You're only a what if away from great winter holidays. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Stav, Abby and Matt.
Brisbane wakes up with Stav, Abby and Matt on B105.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for downloading our podcast today.
It is a Friday, which means enjoy.
Wow, I really messed up.
How much did that cost?
How much did that cost? Yeah, that's going to cost a lot of money.
What's the most expensive stuff up at work? I'd love to hear it. And 13, 10, 60. We will go first.
Okay.
We've had a bit of a stuff up. We decided to change our name.
Yes.
Did a whole lot of merch. And then decided, no, wait a minute, that was wrong. So all that merch that was done of signage and
Mugs.
T-shirts and mugs and everything had to be destroyed. That was a bit of an expensive stuff up.
That was when we changed our pronoun to hit.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
we went back to B105.
Yes, a bit confused we were, but that's fine. But a hairdresser has had former hairdresser, I should say, has had expensive stuff up at work because she's turned to FIFO working and she got fired and then she's been awarded compensation after she was unfairly sacked, they're saying. So she was working at a mine outside of WA. And unfortunately, there was a lot of gold that got dumped into the dump as opposed to the processing plant.
Oh, so she thought she was just
Whoopsie-doo.
getting rid of some fill.
Yes. Now, she's saying, well, wait a minute, there's a lot of people responsible with higher qualifications for that. But 54 ounces of gold.
What's that worth?
I don't know, but I just always feel like you're going to Ballarat.
200,000.
You know how you're panning for gold? Couldn't they have gone and done that? Like, hey, the dump's open.
Turn it into a tourist destination.
you
Come
know?
and pan for
Hey,
gold.
kids, yeah, you get to keep 10% of what you find. But I was like, that is very costly. They're saying it's $200,000 is what it costs the employer, which was a lot of money.
I mean, in her defence, right?
Yeah,
Well, she won, but yes.
yeah.
They're digging. So that whole business is digging for gold. So
Yeah.
if she's accidentally dumped it somewhere,
They
just
should've got it.
re-dig it.
It's a bit more, it's easier. I'm doing the same thing,
You know
but
where
we
it
know
is.
where it is. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that is, I think they just thought, oh, someone needs to take the blame for this one.
So yeah, they're saying a little bit more than $276,800 is what it's worth.
Gold's gone up
on
since then.
today's
true.
gold price. That's if you did it
On
today.
today's gold price. Yeah.
Back when it was.
There's nothing worse than that feeling, though. I think because at work, and you feel like you've let down, even if you don't like your boss, you feel like you've let down your boss.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and there's nothing worse than that. Do you remember when another one we did because it cost money if
Can we do 13, 10, 60? I don't want it just to be us.
Yes, please.
Expensive workplace disasters.
disasters. When we do offsite broadcasting, it costs us to pay for the bandwidth to give our signal out to people.
That used to be the case. Is that still it?
Don't know if
Matty?
it still is.
No,
No,
it's,
but it
the
used to be-
technology's changed.
Yeah.
You would have to book in an actual proper line with Telstra that was assigned.
Yes.
Just
That's
for
right.
that. And we did that, did the show, and then we forgot to turn it off. And it ran for about 3 or 4 weeks and still clicking over the meter, and it cost an absolute fortune.
That's always annoying because you're like, someone at Telstra just went, ha ha ha.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
did anyone know just going, wait a minute, they might want it turned off now? Nah. My brother's had a bit of an issue with solar panels because he's an electrician and puts them up.
Yeah.
And he had an apprentice and he said that was an expensive day because he went and had to carry them. I think he was carrying them with someone else and he dropped it because it was just a bit too heavy.
Heavy, yeah.
Or whatever it was. And he's like, oh my gosh, so not usable. Went back and got another one and then dropped that. And he said, do you know what? You can sit in the car today.
Yeah, it's like when you see on your daily dose of internet, anytime someone's installing Windows, and Windows aren't cheap.
Yeah.
And they're craning it in, and everyone's, and they got the little sucker things on them, and then it just implodes. And you're like, that's a bad day at the office. That's a bad day at the office.
13, 10, 60, the most expensive stuff-ups at work.
You could be responsible for it,
Yeah.
or you can dob in someone else. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't me; it was a friend.
Yeah. Someone I used to work with.
Yeah.
13, 10, 60. We're going to take your calls. We'll do it next.
Stav, Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Wow, I really messed up.
How much did that cost?
How much did that cost? Yeah, that's going to cost a lot of money.
There's a bit of a stuff up. in a mine near WA where gold was dumped in the wrong place. Over $200,000 worth. Was supposed to go to the processing plant, but didn't. Went to the dump. I really want more details about whether they got that back or not, or whether they just went, that's an insurance claim.
When they say it must be their own dump, though. It's not like they're just
It is, but what do
popping
they
out
do?
with their dump vouchers.
Hey guys, we're just going to do a little bit of a hide and seek with gold. Who can seek it, can take it. Like, what do you do? We just want to know 13 10 60. What's the most expensive workplace stuff up?
Ben in Park Ridge, what have you done?
Hey, so a friend of mine worked at a IT firm, and they ended up firing one of his teammates, but they ended up giving him, they left him access to the server room, which had over 1,000 wires in it connecting the business together, and he ended up just cutting them all.
Oh
Really?
my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, so they ended up having to hire up to 30 more IT specialists just to figure out where all the wires went.
Oh my God. Imagine just going, who still gave him access? Who didn't cut off the card? Who did that? Oh, that was his own responsibility,
Yes.
the IT guy.
Can you
Oh,
imagine
damn it.
walking into the room with all the wires on the ground?
Yes.
Did he get any?
Oh, my internet's not connected.
Yeah. Did he get any prison time or something
Yeah,
for
did
that?
you get in
That's-
trouble?
I think they ended up suing him.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, 13 10 60. That's our number.
Anonymous, always good. In Bray Park, what's your workplace stuff up?
Hey guys, I work in the debt collections industry, and one time one of our customers sent us a payment confirmation document which was fake, and as a result it cost us $500,000.
$500,000.
Yeah.
So they sent in kind of going, yeah, cool, this one's paid with proof. And so they shut down the claim.
No, we just let them keep billing with us because, one of our customers was like, okay, keep going, and then turns out they didn't have the money, and $500,000 down the drain.
So that person obviously got fired?
No, still all good. It's just a bad debt that we cop on the chin and move on.
Wow.
An extra day training, maybe.
Who calls the debt collection company when the debt collection company owes money?
Well, it doesn't work like you guys take on the debts, right? They get passed on to you, and the idea is that you go and get it. So they've just lost the money.
It's
That's the
gone.
end
No,
of it.
it's our company, internal debt collection.
Yeah.
They lose it.
Just goes off the Christmas party.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then once again, for that person who sent through the fake document, is there no recourse for them?
Oh, a bit of legal recourse, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, you could, but at the same time, I guess, from your company point of view,
Can't sue someone who's got nothing.
and you should know because you checked
Good
it.
point.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it. I mean, I see people go, I'll sue you. I go, cool.
Yeah, great.
You can
Try
take
it.
you can take my credit card debt and my mortgage, champ.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105. Hey, it's producer Ash here, and we're taking a look back at the week that was with Stab, Abby, and Matt.
That's why I went on the ABC yesterday. No one gave her a
Oh, sorry, I didn't notice. Was it good?
No, doesn't matter. It's not about me.
Did you use some funny jokes?
Use the same ones you did this morning.
Abby decided to shake up her beauty routine after copping an eyeful of an au natural armpit.
And I was trying not to be, you know, when you just don't see it very often. So you just go, oh, and then you didn't want to be scared by it. Because I was like, good for you, girlfriend. Way to go. Of course. Her hair under her arms were longer than my husband's. Why do I shave? Of course. Why do I shave? I could be like that. I'm going to try it. I keep forgetting though, because every time I go in the shower, it's like this automatic shave. I don't even know how long they can go under my arms, but I was like, of course, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Well, the question is, have you stopped shaving?
It's pushback.
I wouldn't like
Because it's the same.
hairy
It's what
armpits.
you're used to, right?
Yeah.
French have always done it.
Yeah, French have always done it.
Only 8% of people who've taken a survey have said that they've given up shaving.
Right.
But how about you guys?
Famously
But
doesn't.
even you guys are into maintenance. Would you just let it?
No.
See?
Want to be able to see it.
You know what? We appreciate your honesty.
We all know Stav's in touch with the supernatural, but this takes things to another spooky realm.
Might remember the cyclone and that night that I stayed here in the studio.
There was some sort of presence you thought there was, or?
Yes. While I was sleeping here, I felt the presence of an animal crawling on the bed. And then I looked up, turned on the light, and there was nothing there. Nothing is there.
So what were you stroking?
Ghost cat is back. Ghost cat.
After all these years, there's still imaginary in your bed.
You were waiting for that one. That was
I was
good.
sitting on it for a bit.
Hey, I'll take it.
The whole world's been rocked by a cheating scandal that happened at a Coldplay concert, caught on their kiss cam.
I wonder if it will be good for the company because all of a sudden it's got an awareness out.
Well, I would never have heard of them.
That's what I mean.
I still don't know what they do, but I've heard of them.
Yeah. And you're like, well, the company's good.
Do you reckon they've
Can't talk
changed
about-
any of their manuals?
To be like, hey, if you bring the company into bad light.
Well, they're saying if you're cheating, don't go to Coldplay.
Yeah. It's easier than the other one. Otherwise, it just takes
Yeah.
too long.
Please get permission for all
Training.
concert tickets.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe that's what it is.
Because that was the other rumour, they were bought on the company dime.
Well,
Were they?
He owns the company. I think people are forgetting that he is the co-founder of that company and the CEO.
Maybe they've always said this company is just one big family.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we don't do that at concerts, though, even though we're a family.
No.
Well, Fridayz Live, who knows?
It's a good point. You were handcuffed to her husband. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Who are we to judge?
No one ever.
Ever.
Oh, look, another photo of Stav in an arseless chaps coming through the news desk. You just can't
Exactly.
print anymore.
Exactly.
Try to fix you.
Abby found some research that proved that Maddie isn't good at everything.
So, Maddie, you just attempted to throw something at the bin there with your sporting ability. How'd you go?
Badly.
Yeah, you
I
missed
just
it.
I folded up a whole heap of paper and
Yeah,
then
just threw
in its
it.
general
Yeah,
direction.
didn't really get in there, did it?
No.
No, that's all right. Maybe you're not good at sports, and that's everybody's
Whoa,
different,
whoa,
right? Hey, I'm not saying it. I'm just
You
saying.
literally are saying it.
That is how they test LeBron every year. Will we pay him $50 million for the season? Fold up this heap of live reads and peg it at the bin.
Do you think LeBron James would miss that?
Yes.
You are. No, the reason I say this is they've done research. They've discovered that kids might get their sporting talent from their mum.
I did read another one that said you get your looks from your dad.
Is that true?
Yeah.
They say that you do, especially when you're first born.
So we don't eat you.
Yeah. Talking about in the animal world.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm aware of what you're talking
So
about.
that's why a baby comes out and it always looks like the dad, and then you're like, "Oh, is that going to last forever?"
I'm just hoping my children don't look like me.
But they change
I
very
don't want
shortly
that
after
burden
birth.
on them for the rest of their lives.
Until next time, that's a wrap with Stav, Abby, and Matt. Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Today is a bit of an exciting day. I mean, this is especially for tradies. Now, at Bunnings Capera, I'm heading there after the show this morning because they are launching, you see those work shirts that are all got the big funky patterns on them. They're real colourful.
Yes,
and
the
stuff like
conversation starters, they always
That's
say, right? Yeah.
This is a conversation starter, is the idea of it. They're launching some hoodies in Bunnings today for
And they
that
thought,
charity.
what's the best tradie we could find?
Yes. And they got those and they said, who's a social media influencer? No.
No, it's good because it's all about mental health that you've been involved with before. So it's a good fit.
So I'm really proud to be part of this today. And yesterday I was looking into the charity that was started up by the boys who did. And they were two tradies who did it. One of them was actually the apprentice of the other. So they've done a TED Talk. And I watched the TED Talk yesterday about it. And I thought it was so interesting. The way it came about, it was tragic circumstances. One of the guys, his friend, took his own life. And then the apprentice found himself in a situation where he was actually gone from being the apprentice to being the main support network for his boss, who was dealing with this thing with his friend.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And then they kind of realised on job sites that, that conversations weren't happening between the guys on the side about serious things. They would get brushed off or sort of ignored. So when they came up with the idea for the shirt, they did it all on their own, spent their own money, and they bought 700 shirts and hoped to God that it would work.
Wow.
Out of nothing.
So were they selling those at the start? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a completely non-for-profit charity, right? So it's not to make any money or anything like that. And so now they do this full-time. And I thought it was such a clever idea that it wasn't just about starting up a conversation to be like, oh, hey, are you doing it tough or whatever. I guess wearing those shirts for tradies is a sign that that's something that you're thinking about. So if you are struggling, you know the people who you can go to talk about it, if that makes sense.
It's like a visible "Are you okay" day.
Yeah.
But it's also for me, having like my brothers are tradies and my husband's a tradie, and it is very true. They go to the work site and talk about complete and utter crap rather than conversations that I think are really important. And it's not just about the people going, hey, reach out. I feel that a lot of men and also women haven't had the tools to be able to receive that conversation.
Correct.
And that's probably been the real thing. It's like, oh, you'll be all right, mate, because they don't know what to do with it themselves. And it's not like they're being disrespectful.
No.
I would say that sometimes, my husband hasn't had the understanding if anyone does. But I think if people are wearing the shirt, it's not just also about starting the conversation. It's about, I'm actually ready to be able to listen. And it's not like you have to solve anything.
No.
You just have to go, yeah, cool. Like, well, let's keep in conversation about this and what we can actually do.
And suicide is one of those awful things that has such a huge ripple effect. And, I unfortunately saw it in my family with my cousin, and I saw what it did to his brothers, and how people reflect on themselves because they start to blame themselves about like, what did I miss? What did I not see? Which is not right, because sometimes it's a really quiet thing that people avoid, and you go, but they seem so happy. But the thing is, have you really asked them how they're going? Have you had that conversation to go, hey, beyond all the drinking and laughing and having a beer, how are you really? So today they're launching a hoodie, which is going to be really, really cool in that same sort of style. So if anything today, with what's happening, I think just have a think about your mates. If you've got a friend who you haven't spoken to in ages, just have a chat to them, and actually properly, as you said, Abs, properly listen to what they say. Like if they go, no, I'm fine, and you think, okay, well, tick, I've done that. Maybe sometimes just dig a little deeper.
I think especially when people are suffering, they kind of push you away as well. So you go, well, I tried.
Yeah. And it doesn't need to be super intense. I think, we all struggle with our day-to-day life with family, being busy, being the best parent you can be. People are struggling with money. And they're sometimes the tiny little things that just sort of have a roll-on effect. So have some conversations and have a chat with them. And get into Bunno's and get yourself a hoodie.
So they're selling the hoodies there, are they?
Yeah, at the trade desk you can go in and get them. And like you said, it's a completely non-for-profit charity. So
Bunnings are really branching out at the moment, aren't they? It's like they're almost like Costco.
What you're saying is you really like the merch, right?
Yeah.
You're allowed to wear a hat and a top, like if you don't
work there, or
if you don't drive through the trade entrance.
I feel like I'm cheating.
No, you're not, because you've fixed things at your house before, and someone has to come over and fix it, and that's really supporting tradies.
The economy is
it's keeping them in business.
Yeah.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
I love a chat with strangers. They're just friends you haven't met yet.
That's true.
You're great to go out with because there's zero expectation on us to hold any conversation.
I love hearing
We
people's
can just
story.
dip in and out of whatever it is that you're doing.
I do dip out as soon as I get bored. That
That's
is
true.
a bit of a downside to it. But just having conversation, I guess, about how people are going, especially here at work as well, or out in the wild. But I've become quite fearful, and I feel like I'm shutting down conversations because I'm so scared of saying the wrong thing, and that is when women are clearly pregnant and I ignore it. Because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Because I know myself, I've had problems with, different fertility journeys, so I never want to reach out and ask questions about it because I would have been like, oh, I'm going to shut down. But I used to always say, like, how are you feeling? And let them just vent. And now I'm like, They're clearly heavily pregnant.
Right.
Our beautiful Prue is last week on maternity leave.
Is she, though?
Stop.
I didn't see anything come out about her. There's no flowers or
I'm
card
saying.
to sign.
Like, she clearly has been. And I've just been like, because I'm so scared. You go out on a limb and it is very nerve-wracking to be out with you when you're like, oh, congratulations on the pregnancy. And they're like, oh, thank you. It's 11 weeks. And I was like, oh my God, Steph,
I feel
what
like
are you
I can
doing?
smell it.
That's weird.
Have you misstepped? Also, has something?
Did you make a mistake?
I have misstepped years and years ago. I was working at a clothing store and I did say to a lady, well, this will be wonderful as your pregnancy progresses because it's real stretchy material. And she said, I am not pregnant. And it's like the world just span.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, please don't let this happen. And then I went out to the back and I said to the girls, I'm not going back out. That's it for me. I'm
Have
sorry.
you ever misstepped?
No, because I'm like Abby. I don't bring it up. You could be crowning, and I would still not say anything.
And what was worse, they came in and they said, just so you know, she wants to see you again. And I was like, what? And they're like, she really wants your advice. Can you go out? And I was like, I can't. And I went out. My eyes were all red. I'm crying. She's like, no, it's all good. I've just had a baby. And I was like, I know, but I'm so sorry.
She might have appreciated the honesty, though.
Well, that's not even a thing. If she's just had a baby, she's going to look kind of pregnant. It's not
but
like
I shouldn't have overstepped. And then once I went to the pharmacy to go and get, I think it was like cold or flu or something, or gargle. And I went to go in, I said, oh, can I just have that? You know, it's behind the counter. And the lady said to me, you can't actually have this one when you're pregnant. But there is an alternative one that's herbal. And I was like, And she was like, so I'll go and get that one for you. And I didn't want to upset her by saying I'm not pregnant.
That's
So I
nice.
bought the really expensive herbal one that did nothing.
And then the next chick walked in and she did exactly the same thing.
But I guess that is one thing, isn't it? Like some people, might take your angle and feel bad about. Don't want to mortify them, so they just play along sometimes.
Yes, but it's just I used to have conversations and see it, and now I just don't want to go out on that limb and ever say anything. So then I'm just being rude, not saying even congratulations.
Well, which one's worse?
It's a good point. Just keep putting myself out there.
You just hit the middle of both evils. You're like, yeah.
Is it now stemming to? Because another thing that I worry about is saying, is that mum or dad, or is that grandma or grandpa? Because if sometimes you think there's a grandmother,
Yes.
and then you realise, oh no,
That's the mum.
that's the mum.
Yes, which I don't want that to be me. So I'll just say, that person that's driving you home.
Yes, your friend, your guardian.
No, but I think generally,
People aren't as offended as what we're trying to be careful of.
well, no, because
What? People get more offended now than ever.
no. See, people, everyone is doing what you guys are doing as well.
Yes.
So, there are a select few that would arc up or get annoyed, but generally people are just doing the same internal struggle that you guys are going through.
Because we went to a lunch yesterday. It was amazing women's lunch, a ladies' lunch, and Georgina Lewis was talking at
Love
it.
her.
She's gorgeous. But she was talking about the fact
Was
that...
she pregnant?
No, she was talking about her fertility issues.
Right.
And she was saying about how, people go, oh, have you got kids? And then if she says no, they go, and walk off. And she's like, you can still talk about your kids. You can still talk about them. I like kids. Just because unfortunately I wasn't able to have them, I've come to peace with it.
Yeah.
Rather than going, oh, whoops.
Did she say in that, because sometimes, people too go, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And treat it like treat them,
Don't have
instantly
to
treat
be
them
more
differently.
awkward if they're not.
Mm.
Like if they're comfortable with it, we should probably read those,
Cues.
those cues, which is just a lecture to myself as I'm saying this out loud.
Okay, so we're doing like an own therapy session. That's good. Working some stuff out.
But it's true that you kind of go, I'm not going to talk about kids because then that would upset them.
Is it weird to say to someone in that instance, though, if they bring that up and go, oh, are you comfortable talking about it?
Maybe, because that's what that happened yesterday, and she said, yes, I am.
Yeah. All it is we're just worried about offending people, aren't we?
Yeah, and then we offend people by not even making conversations.
But I feel like you're worried about offending people for the effect that it would have on you. You're more worried about your mortification.
No, it's mainly them. I don't want them to go, and go to the bathroom and end up crying. That's why. I get awkward every day, so I'm kind of a little bit more used to that. But I don't want
like your default setting.
Yeah, kind of.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105. B105 presents Fridayz Live 2025. Powered by Macca's.
Fridayz.
Ooh, Fridayz Live. 84 days until then.
Wow, that's come up quick, hasn't it?
I know. It is sold out and it's going to be the most amazing gig. I can't wait for it. And I just want you guys to really know the artists that are performing. Because if we get to be like backstage, I want you to have like conversation starters or know a little bit about them that not everyone knows.
Okay.
Okay, so it's kind of like how well do you know the artist performing? I'm expecting you guys to get full marks. Maybe not you, Stav.
That's good teaching. That's what my teacher said. Welcome to Science. Got an exam for you today.
negging you,
Stav,
you know?
you're going to get a D, but, thanks for coming, bud.
No, I was negging you. I was just saying that maybe you don't know the music as well because you're into, Hootie and the Blowfish who are not performing.
Yet.
Yeah.
There will be a Fridayz
There
Live.
would
We might
never
get
be a
to them.
Fridayz Live where they are performing.
Oh, when we have to scrape the bottom of the barrel so we call Hootie and the Blowfish?
No, we would never do
I
that.
don't think they would accept our call.
We'll never be that low. All right, first question. Here we go, right? Ready?
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty easy one.
Okay.
Okay, you know who's performing?
Yes.
So, which artist has a clause that says no fluorescent lighting?
Oh, that's
During their
easy.
appearance.
It's got to
That's
be
easy.
Mariah Carey.
No, it is. Yeah, Mariah Carey.
I see you said which one has a clause.
Also, as well, remember there was no downlights in
Yes.
her house because they're very unflattering. And I keep thinking that, and I'm like, maybe it's not my reflection. Maybe it's just the downlights that are bad here.
Is she the one with the M&M thing? Like the different coloured M&Ms have got to be in different bowls and stuff? Is that rumour?
Don't
Is that
think
someone else?
so, but she could probably add it, maybe. I think it's a lot of artists, isn't it?
That's Beyonce.
You know the story. Do you want to hear the story again?
No.
Okay.
Yep.
The M&Ms.
Yep.
It was. I think it was definitely a rock band that had a lot of lighting and sound designs and stuff for their
Yes.
act.
Yeah, I do remember
and they
this
knew if the M&Ms weren't sorted, then they'd have to check everything.
You did. You literally said, is that the Eminem story? And he tells this story every time. No one's ever checked if any of his facts are correct. And now he doesn't even know the band name.
But the bands,
Next
the bands
question.
have the M&Ms and then the fireworks
All right,
are all
so
good.
you're going to be backstage and an artist comes up
They
to
all
you.
drink lime milkshakes. Sorry.
Stop.
That's a low
Stop
blow.
bringing up all the personal jokes,
Ow.
okay?
Okay.
All right. Which artist is going to be like, hey, do you want to go skateboarding with me?
Out of the lineup.
Yes.
I don't
on.
think it would be Pitbull.
No.
I feel like this is a trick question on this one.
No,
Mariah Carey.
no, it's not. They're very, very heavily involved
Wiz
in
Khalifa.
skate. Yes,
Hey,
man.
is he?
Wiz
Yeah,
Khalifa.
right,
He's a
yeah.
brilliant skateboarder. So don't
Smoke
go out
one,
if you. Yeah.
Roll one.
Yeah, goes with
Ah.
that. You know this one. This one's easy. Who was the former winner of American Idol?
Easy.
Yeah, easy. Stav, you know this one?
Eve?
No.
Jordan Spark.
Yes.
Yes.
One in 2007. Should be
I didn't know
alright.
that.
Also dated Jason Derulo for a short time.
Did indeed. This one's also known and often appears on the GQ Best Dress list. You'd appreciate his fashion sense. That is, Stav?
Pitbull.
No.
Oh, what? Don't get mad.
Well, I told you. Yeah, what?
Tiny Temper.
That's my man.
Right.
He does love his fashion.
He's flash.
Who
Yeah.
was known as Jonathan Smith. When they're born, their birth name is Jonathan Smith.
Jonathan Smith. Smith. From the Smith to the John.
He's trying to give it away
to
for
the
you.
sweat drip down my
I know.
Jonathan Smith.
Who is it?
Say the name. I'm not going to say. You say.
You don't even know the name?
Because I didn't know. I want you to have the answer.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Lil Jon.
Well
Lil
done.
Jon.
Okay. All right. So Eve is the one. I'm
Lil
just going
Jon
to give this
Smith.
away to you. That's married to apparently British her entrepreneur husband, I think, has some sort of royalty with him as well. So high society. She's married into. That's Eve. So don't ask her for a loan, okay? Because, yeah. And this one, you have to be able to get this one, Stav. Which
God.
artist owns a school? 2013, they started their school.
Do you know?
I don't know the answer, but I'm just going to guess it's the only one we haven't said yet.
Yeah, so you got this, Stav.
Who's the only one?
Mr. Schoolwide.
Pitbull.
Yeah!
Oh, look at
it! Look at you. The conversation's
Dale.
just going to be flowing backstage.
John Smith.
Stav, Abby, and Matt.
Hey, Monday, we're back, guys. Your chance at 50 grand, 6, 7, and 8. Here are some of your answers.
6 a.m. It's A. Some of your answers are Austria, American Sniper, and starring in Happy Gilmore 2, Adam Sandler. 7 a.m. it's F, Formation, French Connection, and Fantasy. 8, it's R, and you got Romeo, Ready for It, and Rove.
Have an amazing weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.